Now on that last note, how many of you took 2 breaths? And Angie had her hand up there just doing just like this. Come on, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Glory, glory. That is great. Thank you. Thank you. Prayer, how important that is. Something I'm appreciative of here at First Methodist are the United Methodist Men and the Dial of Prayer. And there have been many communications that have come back and forth from people who in a desperate moment have called and then sent word to the church through the years, and somebody keeps up with all of these. And I was reading through some of them the other day, and one of them was from a mother who was at her wit's end with her children. She was about ready to evoke that Old Testament privilege, where the parents pray or tell the kids, we brought you into the world and we can take you out of the world. And then the prayer met her need as she called, and she was very appreciative and thankful that she had been able to call. I don't know a mother who hasn't prayed. This one that I've listed for you in 1 Samuel, the 1st chapter, the 11th verse, comes from Hannah. And Hannah is praying, Lord, remember me. And if you do remember me and honor me with a son, I will give him to you. I will give back that which you have given to me. And Hannah's prayer is honored. And she also does something that, I pulled this verse out and a couple of others when I was wrestling with my dad about my hair when I was a teenager, because I wanted it long like everybody else's, down to the shoulder and, over the eyes and everything like that. And Hannah told the Lord, no razor shall come to his head. I'm not going to cut his hair. And I said to my Daddy, it's a sin for me to cut my hair. And he'd look at the barber and he'd say, get it all. And so I had a crew cut till I was in the 9th grade. Lordy mercy. Prayers. I know my mama prayed for me. She wanted to wring my neck, I'm sure, a number of times. But she prayed for me. I remember her kneeling by my bed and leading me in my nightly prayers. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray, dear Lord, my soul to keep. Guard me, Jesus, through the night, and wake me with the morning light. I remember her teaching me how to go beyond that child prayer. That prayer that we learned in many different forms, and how she would then say, you begin to include all of these other things, and you always honor God. You always thank Him. And I wondered where she learned that from. She learned it from her mother. You see, her mother had 10 children. Granny Beulah was married and had her first child by the time she was 15. And she had 9 others after that one. And she saw to it, even during those Depression years, that they went to school, and after that, all 10 of them graduated from colleges. Wow. But now, Granny Beulah, once she raised her children, she told her children, when the grandchildren start coming along, and, we wanted to go to Granny's house, but Granny would say, I raised mine, now you raise yours. Mothers who pray. Think about Sarah. Think about how much she must have prayed. Think about Hannah again. Think about Samson's mother. Think about all of those mothers in the Bible who prayed for a child. And you come on through the New Testament and you see the Dorcases, the Lydias, those who were firmly entrenched in teaching children. This should have been titled Women Who Make a Difference, because there have been many women in my life who were not mothers, but who made a difference in my life, as my own mother did. There are many instances of spiritual mothers here in First Methodist Church. Now, you help me with this. There are some Sunday school teachers that taught you that have gone on to glory. There have been some Sunday school teachers in adult classes that have gone on to glory, that were spiritual mentors and spiritual mothers. Who were they? Remember them. Call them out. Pardon? Miss Mabel Crawford. Helen Burton. Ms. Woodard. Mabel Harrell. Alma. Miss Maggie Davis. And who? Reddy Claxton. Any others? Sally Sparrow. These, pardon? McCartney. Any others? These were important to you. These were ladies in this church, women who taught you, that you had utmost respect for, that you probably sensed a peace and a grace and an understanding in their life that came only from serving Christ. And you felt good when you were in their presence because you knew of that love that was emanating from them, from Christ to you. There was something there that was fulfilling and empowering in the moments that you spent with these spiritual mothers, whether they were your own or whether they were here at church. There's something empowering about a godly person and a woman who is surrendered to Christ and who gives her heart and gives her love and gives herself to the glory of God. All mothers, I like to think, or wish to think, would be that gracious and that loving. I hope that you had a good relationship with your mother, or that you have a good relationship with her. And those of you who are younger, who are still teenagers, that are going through the many different battles, believe me, you'll realize how smart she is in a few years when you consult her on many different things that you are facing. Love. Love. That gift of love that empowers us. You know, there are many things about my own mother that I treasure. One, from the moment I was conceived, I believe my mama was in my corner. She fought for me. You know, regardless of where it was, what was going on, my mama wanted the very best for me. She was in my corner. From the moment of my conception, even before that, God has always been in my corner.